I think we'll begin now. My name, as you have seen in the thumbnail, is Devika Priyadarshini. I secured All India rank 95 in the UPSC CSE examination 2024. I will start by giving a little background about myself. I am a person who was born and brought up in the Kollam district of Kerala. I did my education. I did BSMS dual degree from Indian Institute of Science Education and Research, Thiruvananthapuram. Thereafter, I briefly worked as a freelancer in a content developer, as in the role of a content developer. And this was my third attempt at UPSC. And this is a brief introduction about myself. And extending my hello and best wishes to all those who are messaging on the comment section. And before going to the comment section, I will like to share my strategy that I think helped me crack the UPSC examination. And before that, I would like to give a disclaimer, and that is the strategy for each of the people you see the names in the list varies. For myself, I also liked to watch strategy videos by previous year toppers. And one thing I did was I tried to connect somehow, not directly, but somehow connect with a topper through their talk or interview. And if I find any kind of similarity between myself and the topper, I could also connect to their strategy. When also listening to the strategies by various toppers, I also picked and chosen those that stuck with me or that ring a bell inside me. I took only those strategies, and so when it comes to listening to my strategy, I would like to say that uh, take everything with a pinch of salt, then do your own evaluation, and then find out what suits you and what doesn't suit you. This is the thing that I can do for you, that is to share my strategy. So I'm going ahead with that. So I said that this was my third attempt. The previous two attempts, I was not able to clear prelims. In the 2022 attempt that I gave, I did a basic preparation, uh, but I could not clear prelims that time. So I have decided that I have to seriously devote in time and do the syllabus and do the PYQs before attempting the examination. So I needed a timetable, I needed a schedule to follow. So I decided that more discipline will come to me if I join a PCM course where there is regular classes and regular test so that I can revise and attempt the test. So I found out an institute that offered hybrid classes, which I can attend both online and offline. And that was iLearn IAS Academy in Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala state. So there the classes started in March 2023, and I attended all the classes, and I stayed at home because I attended all the classes online. And apart from that, one thing I did was I was not prepared, but I went and wrote that 2023 year prelims as well. That was my second attempt while I was doing the PCM or the prelims cum mains batch at iLearn IAS Academy. So when it comes to doing the PCM course, I will share with you the thing that I did, and I think that paved the foundation for my preparation. One thing I resorted to was to attend classes every single day without fail. Second thing I did was to finish those topics that were taken in the class that day itself. I had classes from 9:30 to 1:30, if I'm not wrong. And after that, the time in the afternoon and at night, I devoted to making notes of those topics that were taken in class. And you might think how I made notes. There was a lecture note that I made in the class. There was also a handout that was given by the faculty who took the classes. Right after that, there were also various books. If you are studying modern history, you have Spectrum and Bipin Chandra. And if you're doing polity for prelims, you have Lakshmikant. Likewise, after finishing the class, I used to read the lecture notes, the handouts, and one another book that is a standard source. And I made set of notes for myself that I hope that it will act as a foundation in my preparation journey. When it comes to um, preparing the notes, I also made sure that the notes are very closely aligned with the syllabus that is given out by UPSC for the GS papers, as well as the previous year question paper. For example, if the classes were on society and the topic taken is say secularism, I will go back to I will open my after while I'm doing the study time in the afternoon. I will open the PYQ compilation of the mains questions that I have brought. I don't remember. It was Disha Publications, if I'm not wrong. They had PYQ compilation from say 19 from more than 25 years. So I will take the topic. It had topic wise compilation. I will take the topic society and I will find out the PYQs that were asked. And based on this PYQ, I will fine tune my notes from. So I will club all the lecture notes, the handouts, the standard source, and PYQ and syllabus. So this was something that I did. It was very laborious, I would say. So the most hard work or most exertion I put was definitely during the PCM classes, because we had classes in the morning. I had to do newspaper, then the current affairs notes, then the foundational notes that I was making. It was really laborious, but I think it paid way. It became the foundation in my preparation. And second of all, um, after after this notes preparation, there will be routine test that will conducted in the academy. First would be prelims test. If you are studying, say, modern history, and the modern history, if the time period from say a fixed time period would be asked, we will be asked to prepare that based on classes taken for a month. So before the prelims class test, I would revise these notes once again. Then I will appear for the test. Then I will read the key and I will make correction and also addition. I will also make the additions that are required. This is the second time that I am revising. And the third thing that the academy helped me with is to conduct regular mains class test as well. So when a set of portion is completed, the mains test would come. So I will get an opportunity to revise it effectively for the third or fourth time before I go and write the mains class test. So for standard subjects, for minimum 3 to 4 time revision were completed for me before I attempted the. I started attempting prelims test series in December 2023. So I think you might have understood how the foundational set of my notes were made and how I relied extensively on the PCM courses, PYQs, and the syllabus. And second of all, coming to optional, my optional, being a person from Kerala and having love for the language, was Malayalam literature. And some one thing that benefited me was I have already completed my Malayalam optional classes by the time I started the PCM courses in March 2023. I completed it previous year in 2022 itself. So, in while I was attending the PCM courses, I made sure that I will do a second set of revision of all the topics according to syllabus. If you know about literature papers, you know we have a set of literary books that, or you say novels, short stories, poems, etc., to be read and analyzed and to practice answer writing. So I did all those also. I for that I made a timetable, and I made sure that I will also chip in like 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours every day, or 6 days a week, so that I will also parallelly complete optional papers, and I could also attempt few tests, full test, not full test, sectional test of Malayalam optional in the meantime. And there were also some value addition classes that were provided by Malayalam faculty, that is, said the teacher. So I could attend that one as well. So this is how my this were my strategies during prelims while I was enrolled in the prelims cum mains batch, and the classes roughly ended by March April 2023, and towards the last month of 2023, the prelims test series at Eiler IAS Academy started. So I enrolled myself. We were already enrolled, and the first test was a self-assessment test. And I vividly remember how I passed the CSAT paper, but my score in the prelims paper was um, not that I expected. I could attempt only in the range of 80 questions that time, and my scores in I scored very low, not enough to clear the cutoff. So my scores were pretty low that time. So I have did the standard subjects. I did multiple revisions. Even then, I could only score very low. According to my evaluation, my scores were not that good that time. So I understood that there is something lacking. I understood that I have the content, but there are several questions that I do not know in the prelims paper. So standing on the foundational content, I started looking for uh, what else I should do, or what more I can do to increase my attempts, or to increase my accuracy, and to take my scores to 100 and above, which is considered a safe score to clear the UPSC preliminary examination. So that is when I came across Understand UPSC's MCQ Aptitude series. This one series had set of Satyam Jain sir was coming up with set of videos where he was solving papers from 2018 till 2023, and he was doing on-screen solving, which effectively communicated to the viewer how the strategy is being applied, and how with the content that you have, how you can apply logic, and how you can make intelligent solving, how you can intelligently solve these questions. So after watching the MCQ aptitude series, I after watching like 2028 and 2029, 2020, I understood and how people are increasing their attempts, and how we can solve more effectively, and how we can increase our the number of attempts in the preliminary paper. And thereafter, I also increased my attempts. And once the sectional test at I was over, why I would remember, if I'm not wrong, by March I think the full test might have started, and by March the sectional tests were over, and from the full test started. In I attempted more than more close to 12 full test from iLearn, and certain open test I also attempted. And I noticed one thing: my attempts were in the range of 93 to 95. So an average attempt of 90 plus. And my score was uh, ranged from 90s to 130. So my average came around 111, 110, my score. So um, while attempting full test with this foundational content that I stood on, I also applied the strategies that I learned through the MCQ aptitude series, and that is how I was able to increase my attempt and increase my score as well. So when it comes to prelims, I extensively solved PYQs, especially in GS paper. And I also did revision of the foundational notes that I've made. It also had mains content, but you know what is asked in prelims, you know what is important for mains. So when the mains topics come, I just brush through. And for the prelims notes that I had, I used to refer it. And I also made a set of short notes, very short notes that I could use for the last minute revision for prelims. Ireland IAS Academy also released a last minute record, or LMR series, a series of factual information that you need to revise multiple times for faster and accurate recollection. I also extensively relied on that, and I did more than 4 times revision of those LMR series that I learned released. And my preparation, my foundational notes also included. And also, when it comes to current affairs, I followed the current affairs magazine released by iLearn IS Academy only. I made proper highlights and I revised it multiple times for prelims. I focused current affairs from a prelims point of view. When it comes to CSAT, uh, um, I understood how the trend in CSAT is changing and how more and how UPSC is taking CSAT to be in the unpredictable level, and how the questions are becoming tougher and tougher. I was a person who was able to uh, clear the CSAT paper by just attending the maths and reasoning section in 2022 prelims. But that did not work for me. That did not work for me in 2023. So I I understood that I need to focus and give ample time for CSAT because it is a deal maker. So, as part of the prelims cum mains batch that I took at iLearn, they also provided with CSAT classes for both maths, reasoning as well as the comprehension. So, by attending the classes, I got an overview, and above this, um, every day from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. I used to starting from January or December, I started to devote 2 to 3 p.m. every day to solve previous year question papers of CSAT. I used to do 15 minutes of comprehension and 15 minutes of max or reasoning. Then I used another 30 minutes. I used to uh, evaluate the answers, why I faulted, why what went wrong, what more can I learn. I did that kind of analysis. I already had purchased a compilation of prelims questions, both GS and CSAT, and I did that entire book for CSAT before the month of April. So I think by timely solving these questions in 15 minutes, my target was to solve 8 to 10 questions, and this also improved my speed, my accuracy, and it gave me a clarity on how UPSC asks complex question and how UPSC thinks while it makes the answer key. And when it comes to looking for the answers of the CSAT paper, I did not rely on any online sources. I went to the official website of UPSC, took the key, and that is how I cross-checked my answers of comprehension. Because there are multiple interpretation, you might know it. So these were my strategy when it comes to prelims. In the my prelims mark sheets are not out because I was also part of the Indian Forest Service examination. So the mark list is not out, but based on my evaluation, I had attempted less than what I had expected. That was, I attempted only 89 questions, but my score ranged from 100 to 110. While I checked multiple keys soon after the prelims examination. So I hope my strategy during the prelims cum mains course and how I prepared through prelims and how I was able to safely clear the cutoff has been made clear to all of you.